All right, how you guys doing, man? This is Share a Beer 330, and we got Mark in the house,
Hey,
Sanderson.
Joe, 3:30. That's
Here
not
we
what.
are.
No, wait a minute. It's 7:05
I know. What are
Eastern.
you, what are you talking about? I know it's
It's
4 o'clock over
3:30.
here. Like, what are you
3
talking about?
3:30 somewhere, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, it's 3:30 somewhere. So go ahead and tip them.
If you got them.
Um, yeah, it's tip, tilt them or tip them if you got them. So, can you hear me? Okay, by the way, Mark.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're
Okay,
coming. That new headset is stellar. Two thumbs up.
two
Bing, bing,
thumbs.
bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bing, bing. Uh, yeah. So right away, I wanted to say next week, no show. We will be back with Share a Beer 331. What is that? August 4th.
For a second. Yeah, the fourth, August
Um,
4th.
so we'll be back Share a Beer 331 on August 4th. So that's the memo.
All right.
um, and so what are you drinking right now, Mark?
I'm doing my warm up beer. You got you. Anybody that follows me on Untapped, or did I post it on? I think I posted on Google Plus too.
Oh,
The
did you?
signature beer that I had over the weekend. So I'm doing
Yeah.
a warm up beer, a pre-signature beer, Red Brick Brewing,
Mm,
which I think is in the news. Atlanta Brewing, you've got some news about
right.
that.
Yeah.
But this is their Belgian style wheat hibiscus wit. It's the last of the 6 pack I bought. I don't know, a week and a half ago or so. And, 5% ABV. It's Belgian wheat flavored with coriander, but they also put in hibiscus and orange peel, I think, and
Yeah.
cinnamon. And cinnamon.
And cinnamon. Yeah, I remember you having that one
And
already. That
cinnamon.
was like last week, wasn't it? Did you have that last week
It might
too?
have been last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought this maybe over 4th of July weekend, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Drank a couple last week,
Yeah.
and nice light beer. But it'd be a good warm up for this signature beer that I'm going to premiere.
I need to find that. I went looking. Well, I made some phone calls before I started. I was on that side of town,
Oh, okay.
right by a Total Wine and a Bevmo. There's two of them that are really close to
Oh,
each other.
cool.
And so I was like, instead of going to each store, let me call them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the guy at Total Wine, he said, "Oh, if it was," he said, "We don't have it," but I told him that it was announced that we're going to start having it. He goes, "Yeah, usually takes maybe a month before
Mm-hmm.
we actually see it when they announce it." So,
Yeah, I got mine. But you guys are gonna have to wait until I premiere it. But I got mine at the one of my three beer stores that I go to, depending where I'm at. Running errands or back and forth from work.
oh,
And it was the smallest of the three. The other two I don't think have it yet.
oh, I'm
But
sorry. That was in reference to the. I didn't even say it was in reference to the Church Key beer.
mm,
So,
that's what we were talking about. Okay. Yep.
mhm. So, and when I told him uh, what it was all about, he kind of giggled. He was like, "Holy crap, that sounds pretty cool."
Yeah.
So right away, some interest in
Mm-hmm.
the just the vintage, it's something different. I
Oh
think
yeah.
a lot of people are looking for something different as well, without
Yeah.
even saying it.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for it next week when we're out west. I think I might be able to grab find a. Well, I gotta buy a 6 pack so I can actually open the can, and I'm not gonna get it on draft. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
go to a liquor store, beer store.
yeah. I mean, to get it on draft defeats the purpose, right?
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean, why
just get
would
a
they?
6 pack and keep it in the hotel. Kind of like a pre-beer or post-beer, depending where I'm at in the day.
It almost seems like why would they even sell it on tap? Like, why even
It kind of
sell?
defeats the whole purpose, doesn't it?
Your Church Key Brewing, yeah, get it on tap over there.
Nitro Tap.
Yeah, that's just kind of the opposite. It's kind of funny. That's the
Yeah.
episode I just watched of Seinfeld was that opposite episode where George is
Oh, okay. Yeah.
uh, doing the opposite of everything that naturally comes to him instinctively. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
yeah,
that.
it's a great episode. But yeah, I did look for it. I asked the guy. I called Bevmo and asked them, and
Okay.
he said it shows in our California stores.
All right.
And he says we do have a SKU for it, so it'll be coming, but we
Cool.
don't have it yet. So
All right.
you can drive to You know what? Maybe I could get in California. Yeah, I don't know how.
Yeah.
I better not say that on record. But
You go there for your weekends, right? Your time off. You
yeah,
go there.
exactly. Yeah.
Not like you go there every day.
Yeah, it's not like I go there every day or anything.
Yeah.
But uh that's
Oh,
hilarious.
you guys will probably get it there. I would bet before end of summer. I bet you'll see it there before Labor Day. I bet.
Yeah, well, it might be as soon as next month. I mean, he did say that, generally once they announce that we're getting
Hmm.
something in the state, it takes, 3 or 4 weeks. So
Yeah, yeah,
I could easily, before you know it, man, I mean, that time burns by. So,
yeah. Well, I'm taking my church key with me out west, so I'll be ready. If
yeah,
I find it.
you'll probably have it before I do.
Get the share beer premiere of it. I guess I might be the first one to have it
Yeah, you'll be the first one to have it.
if I find it.
And I, I don't know how good of a beer it'll be. It's just
It's kind of fun.
I
Yeah,
just want
it's
something
a fun
different,
beer. Yeah.
I didn't have anything else though this weekend. Um, just more big beers.
Okay.
Some more Mexican beers, but nothing different.
Okay. Yep. Now I had the opportunity to try some new beers this weekend, but I didn't because I'm at 498 unique beers on Untappd. I want to hit 500 when I'm out in Portland. I just want to, that's like one of the meccas for craft beer. So I was like, I
Hmm.
might as well get 500 when I'm there,
Yeah.
rather than sitting in my lazy boy.
Hmm.
I think I'll just, go to a proper craft beer bar or something, maybe like the Deschutes or the Rogue and they've got a ton. I've been doing research. They've got just like Zach has, kind of
Yeah.
a brewery with a tasting. They've got them all over the place there. So I don't think I can go more than like a block or two without running into one, that's going to be a terrible thing.
Oh, it's gonna be just
Yeah.
it's gonna be just awful. It really is. I don't
Hmm.
know how you're gonna make it.
Somebody's got to do it though. I'll take one for the team.
You know, yeah. You take one for the team. I would. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. No.
I mean, you're not
I'm
really a
a team
hero. You're
player.
just
I'll do whatever for the team.
yeah. Well, I guess you are kind of a beer hero. You're just doing what you got to do.
Not. I'm going to go on and say. I wonder if that um, uh, site name has been saved. Beerhero.com.
Beer hero. That is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh? Beer hero, man.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I have minor legend status at Zach's brewery because I was the first person they thought that went through the whole flight of the 10 ounce. So I feel pretty good about that, especially at my advanced age.
In my advanced stage. I've got one story here that, of course, I was, speed reading through some
Hmm.
stories here. I haven't really read it, but the headline seems pretty cool. It's, well, pretty hot, actually. It's hot weather threatens craft beer hops.
Oh, okay.
A drought in the U.S. and a heat wave in Central Europe are threatening this year's hop harvest, putting craft beer production in jeopardy.
Hmm.
Now that is news for us, my friend.
Yeah, yeah. No, that is actually big news for the beer front because there's so many breweries now. So
Mhm.
I would think the demand for hops is a lot higher than it was, which means there's less wiggle room as
Mhm.
far as if you get a bad crop or whatever, the amount of reserve hops is less.
Yeah, I would imagine that as you're probably okay right this minute, but then as
Hmm.
time goes on, you know, for your future batches of beer, it
Hmm.
it gets tougher and tougher.
Yeah, I would think so. So yeah, I mean that is something to think about. If we run into a bad streak, beer prices could be going up even more because that happened a few years ago because there was a shortage
Mhm.
of hops. Remember that they had a drought or whatever,
Now
like two or
this
3 years
is
ago.
this article is obviously from the UK. So the cost of a kilogram of popular hop varieties has jumped from what is that, 10 pounds to 15 pounds?
Wow. Okay,
And
so it went
then
from like $20 to up by a third.
and then from
That's
25 pounds to 30 pounds in recent years.
hmm.
So,
Yeah, I mean that's pretty significant.
hmm
Yeah. That's part of the reason beer prices have been going up.
and of course, it affects the quality of the hops.
Hmm.
So
Yep. They might not have as much oil or whatever in it,
hmm
which means you need more hops, which costs even more money, and maybe even more hops doesn't really do it because it's not good enough to begin with. Yeah.
it's an interesting thing too, because there's opportunities with everything,
Mm-hmm.
and if your hops are kind of not as oily, maybe they
Hmm.
become more concentrated. Like maybe they actually become uh, a little more flavorful, if you will. They're not as big, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
so maybe there's just different stuff that comes from that.
Hmm.
You know.
Yep.
Hey, there's Dave, man. Hey,
Hey,
how
Dave.
you doing, Dave?
Guys. Oh man,
Talk to us, man. How's your health, brother?
am I not on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, click off your. I think you've got your screen prioritized, Joe. It's not switching when we talk.
Oh,
Maybe. I know it's all about Joe, but you know.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh well, that's what she. But Dave's back
So,
after a.
so
I apologize, guys.
what were you going through, man? Tell us what's as much as you want, at least, what's your status?
I'm doing pretty good now, finally. But now I'm trying to play the when you haven't actually done anything for a week and a half, except think about all the crap you should be doing.
Hmm
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch back up right now. So
Yeah.
it's horrible when you actually get knocked down where you can't really do shit. So
Yeah. Yeah. Were you like laid up completely just in the bed, not able to do anything for a while?
a little. I was a little better off than that, but not much. It was
Mhm.
very painful, very exhausting, I guess you could say, even
Mhm.
though you're not doing anything when your body's healing. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's horrible, but hopefully it's most of the stuff is gone. The eye's fine. So
Okay. Yeah. That's the important thing. Yeah. It's well, I'm
yeah, it
going out and
sucks,
getting I'm
man.
going out and getting the vaccine this fall. I think I'm.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
reached that age. I guess they won't give it to people until they're 50, is what
Yeah.
the doctor was saying.
Yeah. Yeah. You can get it, but you're gonna pay.
Yeah. Well, even now it's like I think it's like $300 or
Yeah.
something. It's not covered by insurance, but
It's
yeah.
it's only covered by insurance if you're a senior, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to wait that long. I think I'm
Yeah, I
just
don't
gonna.
know how well the vaccine. I don't know, but the little whole ordeal itself is very unpleasant.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Dealing
Well,
with.
and the threat of I never thought about that, but the threat of losing an eye over it, losing your sight, uh,
Yeah,
one of your sinuses, one of your senses,
Mm-hmm.
that's not cool, man. I never thought about that.
yeah, it was very nerve-wracking. Because you don't know until you talk to the doctor, and then it kept getting worse for even a couple more days. After I
Mm-hmm.
saw him, and he said it was fine when he did all his stuff with the funny light bulbs and stuff in there. But
Okay. All
he
right.
said the eye looked fine, and I shouldn't have to go back to see him unless I notice something's going.
Okay.
He said if something bad starts happening at this point, you'll know.
So what like I said, I don't want to get too much into your private stuff, man. But what is there anything you can share with us as far as like, do you put creams on it? Do you take
No,
pills?
there's
What do you
nothing
do?
for you other than they gave me a antiviral medication that I took for 7 days,
Mhm.
but that they you got to basically just let it run its course and hope it doesn't do too much damage. I think that's what the antiviral medication was kind of to slow it down, or
Mm-hmm.
it had already taken effect and started attacking everything. But it's just I think more of a it won't be so bad. So
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
for those that don't know, we're talking about shingles.
the horrible, horrible disease of or I don't even know if it's not really a disease. I guess the horrible, horrible affliction or
Yeah,
whatever you
what
want
is
to
it? It's a
call it. I don't.
virus? Is it
It's a virus for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's
It
from
sucks.
it's basically isn't it basically the chickenpox virus that like
Yeah.
transmutates when it goes dormant in you or something? I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. It's a chicken pox for
okay.
sure.
Now,
It's
how
bad.
old were you when you had the chickenpox? Did you have it as a
I
kid?
don't know. I do remember having it, because I
Okay.
remember I had two brothers, and I remember all three of us had it at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
We were all just made a little horrible party out of it, you know, because
Yeah.
kids. I was pretty young. I would say single digits for sure.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, well, they would, they would. Your parents would take you over to go get it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Mhm.
they would.
Little Johnny's got the chicken pox. I guess we'll take you over.
Yeah, I guess where you're going.
Now deal with this for a couple weeks or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very unpleasant as an adult. You know, it's not all the way better. I just, I hope there's probably will always be some kind of permanent damage. You know, however minor it is, but
Mhm.
nothing as far as my vision so far or anything like that. So, but I mean, the
Okay.
nerves are all still blown up. You know, they still. And it's
Yeah.
one of them things that feels like it probably won't ever quite heal right, you know. When
Yeah.
when you start getting old and you got one of them little twitches, it's like,
Yeah.
that one ain't ever going away. I just
Yeah, that
gotta
one, yeah.
live around that one.
It's on for the duration.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully not. I know my father-in-law got it when he was early 70s, and it took him about a month. But I mean, he was older, obviously, but
Right.
it finally did go away. But I mean, he had chicken pox when he was 8 or 9. So I mean, it was like 65 years later he gets this shingles. He's like, damn.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing, because you're
That's
always
the
told.
stuff.
Well, I was always told that, once you get the chickenpox, you're done. Like that's it,
You're done with chicken pox.
And then you're done with chicken. Apparently, yeah.
It sounds like you'd rather have chicken pox again than shingles. So I mean, it sounds like you'd rather, given a choice of the two, I think I'll take chicken pox again rather than the chicken pox back as shingles.
Well, thankfully it went away so quickly because, man, you hear about some people and they have it. A friend of mine had it for a month. He said it was a painful ordeal. He could not do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do for it except, let your body try to kick its ass back. It sucks when nature fucks you up like that, man. But
Yeah.
and you
Isn't
don't
that
even
a
know
trip?
why. Yeah, you don't even know why. You ask them, and all the doctors are like, we don't know.
Yeah, they're just
They're
like,
like,
yeah,
well, it could be from stress or AIDS or stubbed your toe or, we don't know. It could
Barometric pressures changed
Yeah.
rapidly.
Yeah.
A thunderstorm come through, and that was enough to trigger.
you know what it
your
is?
force field went down for a minute is really all it means.
It's those guys that buy Challengers. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's karma for sure.
I see what you did there.
I ain't
see what
saying
you
it's
did
not
there.
from karma. It's definitely from karma somehow, but
I
I hope it wasn't the car.
No.
Nah, that car can hurt me way worse than that.
Yeah,
If it wanted to get me, it could get me.
that's true.
Yeah, that's so. What are you drinking right now, Dave? What's your recovery beer?
This beer would be a Lagunitas censored rich copper ale, but I don't know what they're censoring out. I haven't kept up on whatever their little marketing gimmick is. I mean, I just picked it up on the way home. I was getting timed for almost time, so I stopped and got a 6-pack because I just had I got little onesies and twosies left in the fridge. The ones that are good, but you don't really want to drink them, because you only got one left. I got like a 1050 and some odd beers like that. And I'm like, hell. So yeah, I picked this up. I don't know what it is. I don't know if any of you guys know what they're censoring, but
Yeah, well, I don't know what the deal is behind it, but they've had that beer for a while now.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
That's a
ever
pretty
had
good
it.
beer.
Not that I was aware of, anyway.
It's pretty malty, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Yeah,
pretty malty?
yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, from what I remember, it seemed like it was
Definitely.
pretty malty. I haven't had that in a few years, but I did have a 6-pack maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I remember it as being pretty malty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for a change. Actually, I haven't drank any beer since last Tuesday, or the last Tuesday I was here, but
Yeah, I
I
don't.
don't know. I think probably beer is probably not the best thing to drink when you're trying to fight off a virus.
no,
You pretty much
probably
just drink
not.
water and
Yeah.
just relax as much as you can. Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been fun anyway. Especially if you get real drunk, then you don't really feel it, and somehow wake up with your face all pressed up against the siding or something on your house. That's not good. Because you ain't got to work for it for a while anyway. So.
Yeah.
So you didn't end up with no blisters?
Oh no, definitely had. Well, nothing. I don't think they're gonna scar. I didn't end up with what. Well, some people it gets like poison ivy, like a big thing and blister and pus oozes and all. It didn't do none of that to me. I still got some effects of the rat.
Yeah.
Some of the rash is still there, but it never actually got real gross but it didn't. But I didn't itch it, so you couldn't. It hurt too bad. You know, so everybody's like, you didn't itch it. I'm like, no, it itches like crazy now. But when it was actually at the point, I wasn't gonna touch it. You
Yeah,
know?
the itching was better than the pain from trying to scratch it.
So
Yeah.
that was, you know, that's probably had something to do with the medication. Probably got it before it got to that point. You know.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the initial onsets, I thought it was poison ivy. You know, and it wasn't. Because I had poison ivy right in the exact same spot pretty much the year before. When I first bought this house, I was out doing some yard work, and I'd never been affected by poison ivy before, and it got a hold of me, and nature attacked me that time, you know, and I ended up going to the doctor for that too. But
So the shirt you're wearing, that's a guitar company?
Jackson Guitars, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, a buddy of mine at work, he just bought a guitar. Don't ask me what kind, but I know he spent, I want to say, close to $3,000 on the damn thing.
Oh, very nice. I bet that's pretty sweet. You can get very a lot of guitar for $3,000 for sure.
Yeah, I would think so.
It was some kind of special guitar. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it looked.
Nice. Sounds
it looked.
good.
You know. When you're not necessarily into something, I mean, I can appreciate them, but I don't notice all those little differences, and so to me, it just looked like another guitar. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you spent $3,000 on. Well, it wasn't $3,000. It was a $20-some hundred, but
$3,000, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's really into it. I mean, it's kind of like you, Dave. He has a little band going, and they.
Oh man, I wish that was kind of like me. Fuck.
Yeah, you guys broke up.
No band's going.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still talk to everybody. It was not like we were bad. It's just everything fell apart, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when you try to get 4 or 5 dudes together to do something. You know, it's hard to find.
Yeah,
4 or 5
especially
dudes,
when you get jobs and family and all this stuff.
Look, we're worldwide, and we've got 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just getting the personnel lined up, it's really very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No,
I think it's to spend some time hanging out with it though, since I didn't have to work and couldn't really stand up, or so that was kind of cool. I got to spend a lot of time with it.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of downtime. I mean, I wasn't totally like bedridden, but you couldn't, you weren't functioning for sure.
Yeah.
You're an autopilot, I guess.
Now, Bum says he's having a Back in Black black IPA from 21st.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
I haven't had that. I haven't had a black IPA in a while.
I've had some really good black IPAs. That's a pretty good, solid style there.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had one in a while. But just real quick, me and Mark have a mutual online friend named Simi, and he just came out with a website. He does some incredible work, man. Really, really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, really good work. His website is Simulated, SIMMULATED.com.
I got a type.
I know. Imagine that. But he has some really nice work.
2013.
He really does have some good work. So, show some love to him if you can. People watching this. Like I said,
one more time.
Yeah. Let's see.
One more time.
SIMMULATED. Simulated.com. He's got lots of images up there, and you can buy them, and he's got all his social networks up there that you can check out as well. So
he's definitely got a really cool website.
Yeah, really did.
The name's cool.
Really proud of him, man. He would Mark. He was part of Mark's show. He would come into Mark's show on Sundays, and just the stuff he was posting. Sooner or later, I was like, you know what, dude. You need to put this online and sell this stuff, man. This stuff is nice.
He's got a great eye, and he does a good job. Yeah.
So I just wanted to, show some love for him on our show, and on this show as well, and put that out there, right in the middle, so that a lot of people can still hear it.
Yeah.
And because I really think he does good work. I want to back him up, just like Pat. Pat does good work, and it's obvious to him because he gets published so damn much in regular magazines that you can buy at the supermarket.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just this guy's talented enough to be on that level. He really could. He's got a good eye. He's
Yeah.
he's growing just right. So,
He's one of those guys you'd go out with and you'd go walk around, if you were doing like a group photo walk. Everybody'd be doing, and then he'd be the guy that would get the shot, be like, "Where did you get that from?" And he would have seen the exact same stuff as everybody else, but he just has he just sees things completely different, which
Yeah.
is what you need. You need
Yeah.
to be able to get that completely unique view of something. So
yeah. So that's all good, and I'm glad he got that going. So, and we have the same birthday. So I
yes,
did not
That's
know
right.
that until Mark's last show.
Yeah.
But
He actually grew up like right near where we used to live in Chicago. So I haven't told him that, but I remember how he said he spent some time in Chicago. Well, he actually
Yeah.
grew up West Chicago, which is just down the road from where we lived. So yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, a lot of stuff in common there. So I just wanted to share that. I did post that one link to that new Red Brick Beer president, Atlanta Brewing Company president, Garrett Lockhart. I only did that because of Mark. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
cool. Atlanta Beer Company's got a new president. Um, and then here's a. I'm going through my news feed as we speak, so it's not like I've researched any of these articles today. But there's a grandmother in the UK, 100 years old, man, and she says her secret to life is beer for breakfast.
Nice.
Way to go, Granny.
Yeah.
Beer for breakfast.
Beer for breakfast, man. Now that's something we could support right there.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll put that link in here. But yeah,
Does
that's
she like put it on her? What do they eat for breakfast in Great Britain? Is it gruel or porridge or something?
Man, I hope so.
you got me. But
Brown ale and a porridge. Yeah.
hers is a pint of Guinness
Oh,
for breakfast every day.
why stop at breakfast? I just start at breakfast and just drink all day long. I mean,
Yeah, it
so-
says that she's been gulping the black stuff every. Whoa.
Wait a minute. Navigator alert. Navigator alert. Get it back. Jim's getting out of practice. He didn't even realize it.
I didn't even do this one, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it actually says in the article?
It does.
Oh my gosh.
I'll share the screen, man. I
Oh.
swear to God, that was not even my fault. Like that was legit. That was
Oh.
in the article. That's why.
Okay.
That's what. And
That's why you
it's.
didn't get it. Okay.
I didn't get it, and
Oh.
I didn't do it ahead of time. See, it's right
For
here.
70 years. Whoa. All the better for it.
And, yeah, she's all the better for it. Of course she is, man. I'm gonna, yeah,
Salt and vinegar crisps. So
yes,
she has salt and vinegar potato chips.
yes,
Guinness. Wow.
yes, yes,
Lemonade. The pint is topped off with lemonade.
yes.
Cool. And she helped her work as a baker until she was 90.
And
See, that's a big part of the reason she lived to 100 is she actually was doing something that she liked until she was really old too.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
But
Oh man.
yeah, she gulps down black stuff, and that hey, she was. Let me see. Oh, she started drinking Guinness. 70 years ago when she was pregnant after being told it had health benefits. So she started this when she was pregnant.
The big black stuff did?
Yeah. And of course, I mean, how do I disagree with that? There's no way I'm going to disagree with that.
No.
Matter of fact, I'm going to print this story out and just show it to other ladies out there, when I meet stuff. Look at this. This is the secret to long life is drinking lots of, what did they
I
say?
think that
Gulping.
it was gulping. Yes,
Yeah.
gulping.
That's the secret.
You must gulp the black stuff. And I must agree, like gulping is better. Yes, I would.
Okay.
It's all right. I don't want to live forever anyway.
Yeah. Bum says he assumed the old lady drinks a Founder's breakfast stout.
Well, it's made with fresh babies.
Yeah,
right?
it's made of babies. Yeah.
Fresh babies.
You can't afford to drink that every day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's risky.
Guinness is probably less expensive than the water over there.
Yeah.
Them bastards threw out that tease a couple years ago that they were going to start selling their breakfast stout in 6-packs for the same price.
Ooh.
And instead, the next batch that came out, because they only make it like a couple batches a year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The next batch that came out, instead it was still a 4-pack and the price was higher. I was like,
Yeah.
man, that is so not a 6-pack for the same price.
No.
It just isn't.
You just missed a couple words at the same price, only double.
Oh, hey, did you guys hear this story about this man that broke into, or I don't know if he break into but his neighbor's farm and was naked with his pigs, drinking beer.
What kind
That's
of
country. That's country.
Yeah, he was caught on his on neighbor's farm naked and drinking beer amongst the pigs.
Nice.
Yeah, that's that.
I've never done that. I can honestly say I've never done that.
Well, I the last time I did it,
list either. I don't know.
yeah, the last time it was a little unpleasant, but let me get to the here's the I'll put the link in there so you guys can check it out. It's this one's funny. I did notice this one a little while ago. Was it a week or two ago, something like that? But
so they got a picture of them drinking. Weird news. That's not weird. Come on, drinking beer with pigs is
yes,
really acceptable in some parts. Trespassing, public drunkenness,
Pennsylvania.
Lancaster County. Oh,
yeah.
That's big farming country. I mean, there's a lot of pigs there.
Hey, pigs are kind of, he just wanted to get porked. Where else can we go with that? Is that?
I don't know. I think that's far enough.
Oh, I was going more towards the route of he was hoping the barn would catch on fire or something.
Yeah.
He was going to get a little nibble.
Yeah, he just wanted to drink a 6-pack of beer with the hogs, man.
Yeah.
That's who doesn't, right?
Get him really hot.
Oh.
Yeah. That's hilarious, though, isn't it?
Yep. All right, world premiere time. Well, maybe not, but there's my signature beer, Busch Signature Copper Lager. It's probably not quite as good as your Lagunitas Censored Copper Ale, but I found this in the local beer store. 5.7%, and compared to regular Busch, it's a completely different beer. Look at that
That's
color.
not a bad thing.
No.
Yes, a darker Busch is always good.
Yeah,
no?
darker Busch is always good. Copper Busch.
Copper Busch, yes. Yes.
Oh,
It looks pretty close to what this looked like. That's probably a lot clearer, though, knowing Busch beer.
Oh,
The taste of Busch beer.
It is, it's definitely darker color, but it still has that signature Busch taste, for better or for worse.
Right.
There's a little bit more malt.
Yes.
A little bit more malt, but I mean it's still pretty thin.
Right. Signature Busch taste.
Yeah. And for those of you who like Busch, I mean,
Yeah.
it's got,
Yeah. If it only tasted as good as it looked, actually, right? Like it doesn't look bad. It's just.
No,
It's
not. It's not a drain pour, and it's not bad. I mean, what I paid $4.79 or $4.99 for a 6-pack of 16-ounce cans. I mean,
the can is cool.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's a very nice It's a nice can. It's a market. This is a Joe D can here. It's got
You
lots
kidding
of
me?
ink and.
I saw that. I
marketing
was
stuff.
so jealous. I swear. I was like, you
Yeah,
gotta be
well,
kidding me.
don't judge a beer by its cover, I guess. But
I
no, this is actually pretty good. It's not bad.
No, it's not. Come on, Mark.
Oh, come on. It's better than the regular one. It's got a little bit of flavor. It doesn't have any of that grain bitterness that you get,
oof.
but it's still there. You can still taste it, but it's not.
What does a 30 of Bush Light go for these days?
Probably like 788. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should ask the guys that are wheeling it out by the dolly full on Saturdays. I see guys that will go out and pull out like 330 packs of Keystone Light or something.
Keystone, yes.
It's like, man, you know.
Yeah, why bother? You know?
I mean, just one store. I mean, they just, especially on summer weekends, for parties and I mean, they're just.
When
they're
Keystone
buying,
first came out, it was the thing to have.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
for sure. They had the cool can with the liner, even though nobody had any idea what that meant.
Yeah. The liner, it was
bottled beer taste in a can or something was their little tag.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, bottled beer taste in the can.
I like it. Bum has a good show title. A darker bush is always good.
Unless you're gulping the big black stuff.
Yeah, unless you're gulping.
Black stuff.
Yes, the secret to long life is gulping the black stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That could be it.
It may even have
and that was just handed to us on a silver platter. I mean, that was in the story. We didn't even have to make. We didn't even have to make any wise-ass comments about it. Yeah, I mean, that was just there. It was just there.
Stuck right up on you. I mean, Joe was committed. He had to get the whole sentence out before he realized what it said, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been gulping the black stuff every day for 70 years.
Wow.
Sweet. At 10:30, mind you.
10:30 in the morning.
Yes, that's the secret. You have to, it's at 10:30. It's 5:30 somewhere. So.
That's right.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was great. So in any case, so you would obviously recommend that Bush. I mean, it does look better.
Yeah, and it tastes better than regular Bush beer. It's got a little more flavor. It looks better in the glass. It's got a little more flavor. It's got a little more alcohol too. I mean, so for your money, I mean, it's like 50 cents more a 6-pack than regular Bush beer.
Actually, that's how you sell that beer too.
And they've got it on the top. It says 5% ABV.
The people that buy that beer want to get hammered.
Yeah,
that beer want to get hammered?
The people that buy Bush want to get hammered.
The people who buy Dragon's Milk want to get hammered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but does it taste like a real honest try, or are they just trying to rip off the craft?
It's like a half-assed try at it. I mean, it's a macro attempt at a copper lager. Yeah, it's got a little more flavor. I mean, that's the only thing I'll give it is it's got a little more. There's a little bit of roasty malt flavor to it, but after that, it falls apart pretty quick, just like the regular stuff.
You probably couldn't hand that to somebody who likes Bush Light, though, could you? Because believe
no, this would be
I
too
know
strong.
people
This
like
would be
this.
too strong. They'd be like, "Oh man, this stuff is too flavorful."
And it's too dark. Someone that drinks Bush Light, it's too dark. It's
Yeah.
They like it light. That's the but that's when you whip out your paper and you show them, hey, you got to gulp the black stuff, man. All
right, how about this one? If it is in a gas station, is that what you're buying?
If you're if you wander into a gas station and your name is Bubba and you want to try craft beer, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
Sorry if I offended anybody.
That's your craft beer right there.
Yeah.
That's
America. America craft.
That's
beer.
America. Yeah.
America craft.
That's America. Yeah. So Sweetwater Brewing announces changes to executive team, names Kim Jones as CEO.
Sweetwater. Okay. Wow, all these Atlanta beer companies are having shakeups.
Yeah, man, shaking things up.
They didn't get my resume either. Damn.
Don't want to get stale. Yeah. It doesn't say if Kim is male or female.
Kim Jones?
Mm-hmm.
That sound. One of the owners of New Belgium is Kim Jones, but I can't imagine. And that was a woman, but I can't imagine her moving to Sweetwater. That would be, yeah, that wouldn't be good. It's probably a different Kim Jones.
Yeah, I would. That's with the popularity. I mean, that's a pretty simple, basic name.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like Kim and Jones at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's probably a few of them in the phone book.
Yeah.
If you were to have a phone book and actually look it up, I guess.
Executive team. Do they have a picture?
They don't have a picture.
Sweetwater. Bill Waters.
Oh, her. Yeah, it's a yeah. During her tenure, yeah. So yeah, it is a female. There's some dudes out there named Kim, so I wanted to make sure.
I don't think we get that beer here. None of the.
No, they're pretty much a southeast, like Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, maybe Carolina, Alabama. Atlanta-based. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening over there in Georgia.
Yeah.
A lot of shakeups, man.
There's been it's turned into a pretty good beer town. I mean, there's a lot of breweries here, so which is a good thing. Definitely is a good thing.
So here you go. Here's one for you, Mark. There's Three Creeks Brewing is celebrating 7 years this weekend. That's up there in Oregon.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah. Oh well, I guess this is an old article, so I guess you just missed it. It was this weekend. But hey, you still. Ooh, and they were having a photo contest. Hey, nothing better than beer and photography. I'm telling you.
That's right. Helps the editing process.
They have, let's see. They had the following seasonals: a Vaquero, which is a 9.1 ABV, 70 IBU.
Wow, that's a big one.
That's a strong ale.
Okay.
And then they have, let's see, Golden Stitches Hoppy Wheat, 5% ABV, 22 IBUs.
Okay.
Available in 22-ounce bottles and draft. Yeah, they have a few seasonals here. They have a Belton Triple, 9%.
Okay.
Crowd Pleaser IPA, 7.3%. So, yeah, there's some another brewery for you if you might or might not have heard of. I also actually, do you get the brew site? It's from John Abernathy. I'll put this link in there for you so you can check his stuff out. Maybe you find something in there. But he's like Oregon beer news guy.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I've followed him for a couple years now, his blog. So you check out his site. And he puts out different news on stuff happening in Oregon and
Oregon beer news.
The whole beer scene, and you know what I'm saying. So here's some Central Oregon breweries he's got there. Deschutes #1, of course, and then he's Cascade Lakes Brewing, Bend Brewing, a bunch of different.
Oh yeah.
So that might be useful for you.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. There's so many breweries there. I mean, it's which is great. I'll just only have a few days, but I'm sure I can find plenty of new beer to drink.
Hey, has anybody Now I remember them announcing this, but I have not yet seen it. Has anybody had the Taco Bell delivery or heard about
No.
it?
I don't know anything about Taco Bell delivery here.
Yeah, it's. Let me see. Let me look it up.
I had one of their Doritos nacho cheese tacos a couple
Oh man,
weeks
those
ago.
are tasty, aren't they?
Oh man.
For a horrible pile of something.
Oh
Who
yeah,
knows what it
yeah.
is?
For what, like a
Man,
dollar seven, $1.69 or whatever. I'm like, I gotta try one. Just
that thing like broke. I don't know if there was any real records for tacos, but I mean, when that first came out, man, it just hit.
I mean, it's basically like, yeah, just a taco wrapped in Doritos nacho cheese chips. I mean,
It is a, it is a tasty pile of garbage too, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Whoops. Where did it go? I just had it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. You asked, we're delivering.
Oh, cool. Taco samples.
DoorDash is now delivering from select Taco Bell locations to Los Angeles, Orange County, in the San Francisco Bay Area, and
So
Dallas.
in that situation, then is the guy bringing it to you the drunk one instead of you going there?
I
Yeah.
would assume that this is geared towards drunk and very high people.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't.
Well, they need to be in Denver then. Come on. Really?
I don't think I want to. I don't know. Well, you guys live in bigger cities than I do, so I don't. I don't know if I would want to involve a delivery. It's almost a real transaction at that point, where you got to spend a little money and then you realize you just got Taco Bell sitting in front of you. I don't.
Like,
I
damn,
think.
I just paid for delivery for this.
Yeah, I think if I'm gonna have somebody bring me something, there's better choices than that.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to get caught going down to the Taco Bell. That's even worse.
Yeah.
So
Good.
having it delivered, I mean, like Chipotle delivers. So,
Yeah, but that's not Taco Bell. I mean, let's be honest.
well, let's,
Yeah, but
I
Chipotle
mean,
doesn't have Doritos nacho cheese tacos now.
The
Come
fact
on.
that the fact that Chipotle delivers is the reason why you wouldn't call Taco Bell.
Yeah.
well, actually, Taco Bell's perfect for that kind of Bush beer consumer. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
So
I
if I
guess
can
I've
get the
only
whole six pack of this, then I'm calling Taco Bell.
yeah. I'm just saying the odds are the person that buys a 30 pack of Bush Light is
yeah,
It's not weighing the advantages of
you're correct.
Taco Bell.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know that they necessarily care that much at that
yeah.
point
They're
about
not tipping the drivers. They're
Yeah.
not even paying most of the time.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, see,
Like
this is an
here in
article from CNN. This was what day? It was earlier this week, this month. It was July something.
yeah, like
Uh,
here in my area, they opened up it was a taco or a family video, which I don't know if you guys have either of those chains of video stores. I think it's pretty large, but it's basically one of those movie stores you can walk into and get like 32 movies for $11. Why anybody would want that, I don't know, but you have to get it because that's what the offer is. You get 32 movies or whatever. It's $11. You
Got
get
to
it
buy
for the thing.
32.
And since you spent $11, you can get 7 more free movies. So you got to go look at these free movies. But one of them kind of really, really cheap and watch whatever you want places.
Mm-hmm.
And they split the building in half. That was there for a couple hours, or a couple years, and then they split the building in half and put a Little Caesars on the
now,
other side, so you can get a $5 large pizza and like 700 movies for like $8. And it's right on the corner of. It's not really a really bad product, but I mean it's low income housing, and I mean the location is just perfect. And I mean it's just everybody's they're walking around with movies, and you got 2 pizzas and 3 movies, and you only spent like $13 or something, somehow, some way, and you're just happy about that, even if the pizza sucks and the movies are horrible.
And have like
now,
5 people over and watch movies for $12.
now,
Yeah,
see, this is the key right here. This is the key.
Alcoholic beverages. Oh yeah.
Taco Bell also said last month it's experimenting in its Chicago locations by added alcoholic beverages to its menu, including beer, wine, and mixed alcohol. Taco Bell freezes.
Okay, now see, you didn't tell us about that at first. I totally take back my
Now, dude, some of those freezes that they have at Taco Bell are pretty damn good, and I could imagine a little alcohol in them bad boys.
So,
It is on.
okay, so you guys both live. This is up to you guys because this, I don't think it's available here. Somebody has to call these guys at the beginning of the show and get one delivered on the show and drink your what was it, a Taco Bell freeze or something?
Yeah.
Well, the free that's only in Chicago. At certain locations, can you get the alcohol?
I think you should call from the Quad Cities, Dave, and say, I'm just down
Yeah.
the road. I'm
It's a
just down the
suburb of
road.
Chicago, right? Yeah.
Now, in October, they launched the app, which allows you to pre-order your food and pick it up. Because that's necessary.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, drive-through isn't fast enough apparently to get
Wait, what? Did you say
12.
you
You on
started
the
pre-planning Taco Bell?
on the app, you can actually pre-order your Taco Bell and
That's
then
not a necessary feature.
and pick it up.
Nobody
See.
plans for that. I mean, do they? I don't know. Maybe they do. I guess. I mean,
Well, you pre-plan at like 6
Have any
o'clock
windows
before your
in it,
buddies
I mean,
pick
what do
you
I
up to go out to the bar. And you're like, okay, I'm going to pick it up at, when's the bar? 2 o'clock. I'm going to pick it up at 2:25. And then you preset it. And then you're like, the last call, you're like, you get your last drink, and then you get your designated driver to take you to Taco Bell to pick up the stuff that you ordered 8 hours ago.
and that is a plan.
Yeah. That is a plan. See, that I thought that was kind of hilarious. So
That is.
I mean, Taco Bell's really shaking it up over there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I know we had a new one open up near us, and there's a lot of business park type stuff around it, and they're just slammed during lunch hour. I mean, they do 90% of their business Monday through Friday, from 11:30 to 1:30.
And it's a horrible way to spend the last half of your workday.
Yeah.
Digesting that.
Trying
Trying to make it through.
Nacho cheese, tacos.
Oh, this brother, my friend, this. Now this is something right here. You wait till I put this in the chat here. This is a delivery I can support. Now you've got oh darn it, this darn ad here. You've got tacos, East Lake. You've got Taco Cat and East Lake Brewing are bringing beer and tacos to your door.
Ooh.
So it's your Game of Thrones night. You have a bunch of people over. You're having a Game of Thrones party is with their scenario, they're saying, which does happen.
Mm-hmm.
See their home base. From their home base, where are they at? They're in Minnesota or something. Where are they at?
Let's take a look.
I don't know where they're at, but in any case, from their home base, you can order with any order from Taco Cat. You can order a 750 milliliter bottle of beer from East Lake.
Oh, cool.
And sit back and wait for the Taco Cat delivery to show up and improve the party. Is what they say.
Improve the party.
Yeah. Yeah, and Taco Cat delivers all orders via bicycle. And the beer bottles are returnable, making it a win-win for the planet Earth. So this is the opposite of Busch Beer Drinker right here.
Yes, it is the polar opposite. Yes. Like the alternate universe Busch Beer Drinker.
Yeah.
They could still hang out, though.
Yeah.
Tell jokes and
You can
stuff.
hang out over like a Doritos nacho cheese taco.
Oh, those are delicious.
I'm still not clear.
Man, I haven't had one for a
where they're at.
long time.
Where are they at? Where's 612 area code? Wherever that's at.
612, I don't know. Sounds like somewhere in the Midwest, but I don't know.
It's not Silvis, for sure.
Yeah. Taco Cat.
City pages here. Yeah, where is this? East Lake Brewing. Where? Wisconsin. There's a lot of Wisconsin stuff in here. There's oh yeah, they did send me that. I see this thing for win Chipotle burritos for a year. They sent me that email. Chipotle sent that.
Chipotle burritos for a year.
Yeah,
Wow.
they were sending some game, and you play it's some food game or something, and
Okay.
you could win Chipotle burritos for a year. It's not, since they got rid of carnitas, I haven't had Chipotle in that long. Since
Mm-hmm.
they got rid of carnitas, that was the reason I went there. So I didn't, and they kind of screw you on the meat anyway. So I just all I needed was a reason to stop going there.
Yeah, you gotta ask them for extra meat because they do kind of tend to chintz out on the meat a little bit.
Yeah, they kind of
It's
screw.
like I don't want like 2 pounds of rice. I want a little more meat, please.
I wonder if do our overseas people, do they have Chipotle like in the UK?
I don't know.
You
I
know what
don't
I'm saying?
think so.
I wonder.
If it's in
But
France, it'd be Les Chipotle. You have some
yeah,
snotty guy behind the counter in a white hat telling you what you can order. No offense against anybody in France, but I'm just
right.
saying.
Or a white hat.
Yeah, white hat.
Now and then real quick before we go to Pabst is opening a new brewery in Milwaukee on the site of the original Pabst.
Oh, cool.
So that's kind of cool for for some beer history,
Mm-hmm.
going back to the roots.
Yep.
So and Pabst is owned by who now? Miller? Coors? Who's it owned by?
No, I think they got bought by some like investment guy. He's just like I'm buying all these names and I'm gonna do a brewery and buy all the recipes.
It was founded in 1844.
That's old school.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it is.
I guess it's I don't see anything in this article that says who the parent company is. I don't know. Do they still own themselves?
No, they got sold. It was
I thought
Pabst.
they were in trouble, right? So they had.
Yep, Schlitz is part of that. I think it's the same group that bought like Pabst, Schlitz, and a couple other ones. Hey, there's Zach.
Hey guys, I just wanted to jump in real quick.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we've got a couple of seconds here before we clock out.
I was going to see what everybody thought about Firestone Walker getting bought by Duvel.
Oh, I didn't
I
hear.
didn't know that. Wow. Huh.
I know I like Wookie Jack.
Yeah.
That was like, I think they said $100 million acquisition or something.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, they're big. I mean, they're a big brewery. They do a lot.
Maybe food for next week's show, huh?
Yeah, no doubt. When did this go down, Zach?
I think it's been going on since Tuesday. Developments are still coming.
Yeah, that'll be
Duvel has been pretty active in buying up stuff. I mean, they bought Boulevard, they bought
true.
Omegang.
That's true.
Yeah, so the Boulevard, Omegang, and now Firestone Walker.
Yeah. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of a lot of these breweries are trying to be big parent breweries.
What that means is we're going to get Firestone Walker here in Georgia, I think. I'm happy about that.
That would be really nice if they don't change it.
Yeah.
It definitely helps the marketing, that's for sure.
I know a guy that works as a rep for Omegang. I'm not Omegang, Duvel now. He started at Boulevard, and they got bought by Duvel right after he started there. And he says they have not. They pretty much just let them do what they do. They don't change the recipes, but they just give them access to more funding and distribution. So it's probably going to be a good thing for Firestone Walker.
Well, I just wanted to drop in real quick. Maybe we can talk next week. I'll be back for the full show next week. So.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Zach. We talked about it in the very, very beginning, but next week is we're postponing that show till the 4th. So no show next week.
That'll work perfect.
But the 4th, we will be back for August 4th. And that don't quite work, huh? August 4th be with you. August 4th.
May the
August
fourth
4th,
be
my
with
birthday.
you.
Hey, we can have a little party on my birthday.
Oh, is
that's
that your birthday?
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
All
Not
right.
All right.
Well, I'll see you guys there.
Okay.
Okay, man. All right.
Cheers.
Birthday beer. So it'll be the official. Dave's birthday episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool,
So
man.
what should we buy to celebrate your birthday, Dave? What beer would you style would you prefer?
Your favorite one.
Okay, cool. That's easy.
That's easy.
It's not
I
gonna
would-
be. It's not gonna be Bush signature, but
No,
you know,
it's got to be. It's got to be black stuff. I mean, you know.
Gulp the black stuff.
I'm a huge fan of the black stuff, man. I definitely hold my fair share. If you know what I was saying.
Okay, guys, we're out of here, man. See
See you
you
in a couple
2
weeks.
man.
Take
All
care,
right.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.